Hey, what's going on, guys? I was going to talk about a couple different methods I use to play bass. I use mostly three different methods. Uh, I usually use, I guess it depends on the way they refer to it, but I use finger style, slap, pop, and I also use a pick occasionally. I know a lot of people, bass players in general are usually like, oh, well, if you use a pick, you're not a real bassist. I'll be honest with you, I'm not that picky about it. I think if it sounds good, do it. Um, but I'll give you a couple of different little examples here. I'm just going to use what they call finger style, which is, just me kind of resting my thumb on whatever, upper or lower string that I'm not really using. Now just, pick with pluck with my two fingers, which, let's see here. Just like, and that's what the finger style would sound like, which I'm going to, use a pick here. And this will give it a little bit of a brighter tone. You can also hear kind of, the pick striking on the actual strings themselves, which it sounds better. I think it sounds better with like metal and heavier rock and stuff like that. Which this is what example of what it sounds like. Let me get my volume here. Oh, hold on, give me 1 second here. I'm having a little volume issue. Sorry about that. And that right there, is the sound. You can hear a little bit of a brighter kind of edgier kind of sound out of that. And then I do another style. It's called popping or slapping or whatever way they say it. A lot of folks, a lot of bass players enjoy doing pop work because it makes playing bass a lot more fun. When you're not doing like scales or runs or stuff, which I personally don't understand a whole lot about scales and theory and all that other stuff. I just go off of what I think sounds good and I do it that way. But you can hear that kind of the pop sound, but and that's the pop method. I'll sometimes mix it up, go from popping to stuff like that. Um, it's all in a matter of personal opinion. Sound. If you're doing recording with a band or whatever, they may want to have you come in and lay down tracks with different methods and see what sounds better for the song. It's all in what kind of sound you want to produce. Like I said, I mix it up a lot. I'll use kind of like picking and plucking and things like that. Some people do finger style, like tapping and things like that. But that's all in a matter of personal preference. Was just gonna let you guys kind of hear, the difference in between, the finger style, the popping, and then, the play pick style, which is easier to produce, harmonic sounds, which they refer to as, I guess that's a natural harmonic. Then you have like a pinch harmonics that are harder to produce on bass. Some folks can do it pretty easily. Me, it's a little more difficult for me, but that's just because, well, I don't practice as much as I should. But I just wanted to show you guys a couple different styles that I use. From finger style to pop and pick, and there's a lot more other styles and ideas and things like that that other bass players and people use. That's just the most commonly used ones by me. I am looking into other styles and things like that. I'm always watching different musicians on their instruments, trying to produce different sounds. But that's the difference in between the three styles that I use most commonly, which are the pop, the pick, and the finger style. And that's just, like I said, that's what I use a lot. Um, but basically, just do what you think sounds good, um, or what entertains the people that you help produce music with. And I hope you guys have a good day, and appreciate you swinging by to check me out. And we'll see you later. Take care.